Good day, freaks. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip, and we're diving into the month of December to see what's on deck for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Mercury, Mars, or loaded 11th house. And we're just going to dive right into it, okay? When I call out the signs in the reading, any strong placements may resonate, okay? You don't know everybody's natal chart, all right? So unless you're really, snooping around quite a bit, you don't know everybody's natal chart. So don't get too hung up on the signs, but I do bring them in when a court card shows up because a lot of people enjoy that. They like to make the connections, and it can be a trip how much it often will hit right on the spot too. So it can be helpful to have that information just to get a little clarity on how the messages are speaking to you. Speaking of that, do tune into your intuition. Understand it's a collective reading, so talking to a broad group of people, all right? There's lots of different messages that come in. Not everyone is going to be for you. Take what's yours, toss aside the rest, and just lean into where your intuition is finding resonance and the overarching themes and how they may be speaking to your situation. Understand that cross-watcher energy can come in. It provides an opportunity for you to see it through the eyes of the other person in the situation. Sometimes that can be activating. If that's the case, it's there to highlight something that you need to address in yourself so you can better meet the demands of the situation and get a better outcome. So use these reads as a tool for transformation, okay? That's what the tarot is all about. You can influence things. You can shift the trajectory. Not with the major arcana coming out. Those are like destined events. Those are things that are required for your soul's growth. They're part of your karmic work on the path. Woo! Oh, this just flipped out. Did you see that? This might have something to do with the Queen of Pentacles for you. All right, that's Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Maybe you got some karmic cleanup to do there. I just happened to notice the bottom of the deck energy, 10 of Cups in reverse. So seems like there's something that went south in this situation. There might be some karmic cleanup for you to deal with there. For that to come out at that moment, that's pretty telling. Okay, so already got, stuff on deck for you. It's really interesting too because I did get like an initial message coming in for you. I did do a pre-shuffle on these cards, but I always like to shuffle on camera too, just so you all know that these cards are nice and mixed up, and this is all just in the hands of fate. Maybe you feel like things are in the hands of fate in relation to this situation with this person that you're dealing with. Could be anybody that has a strong earth sign placement in their chart. Very well, I'm getting could be strong earth sign Venus placement in particular, or sun sign. I feel like it would be like one of the big, I say big four, okay, which is really sun, moon, rising, or Venus when looking at matters of the heart, okay? So there's something here for you to look at with this person. Something didn't turn out quite like you thought it would. It led to a disappointment. Now, with the Pentacles energy coming out on the board, this could be in relation to a business matter. It could be in relation to something that was promised, like an offer that was made that was supposed to be followed through on. We don't have any cups on the board yet, so we can't really look at it from the romance angle, but more pieces will come in. In your pre-shuffle, I did get that you kind of felt on your own in a situation, like somebody was supposed to help you out with something is what I'm feeling. Like you were supposed to get some type of assistance from somebody. They promised they would help you out with something, that they would deliver something to you or assist you in some way. And I feel like it was supposed to be one of these sort of like, you scratch my back, I'll scratch your situations, where you ended up having to just do everything on your own. But I think this is a good thing actually, because being put in this situation forced you to sort of pull your energy back. It's given you a different perspective. You got some time to rest. You got some time to get a different view of the situation. And as a result of that, you really decided to kind of like let some stuff go and turn it over and just trust. trust what came forward for you and just held your peace, And I see that this brings you a really big victory, all right? This is what came out in the pre-shuffle. A big victory that lands you right in that Empress, Emperor energy. Whoa, look at that. Did you see that? Again, a big chunk of cards came right out. Yeah, it leads you to this new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles. You'll really see this come to fruition in the springtime, all right? Because this is a timing card. And I feel like there is an arrival of something solid, something you can count on. Something comes through. Right when you just kind of gave up hoping for it. This is when it really takes root in your life. This also can be a new financial beginning. Let's have a look here what's coming in. It's interesting. There's a lot of kind of like ambiguity in this situation. I feel like you've been dealing with a little bit of ambiguity. I feel like there's a lot that leads up to this new beginning for you. That's something you can really count on. It may have something to do with a home too, you know, where you want to put down roots, because I'm just noticing this nest here with these robin eggs. You could be dealing with somebody named Robin. That just came in, okay? There was something that had to end. You went through an ending to get to this place, though. Something had to be let go of. I believe you took it like a champ, man, okay? You willingly released it. You didn't fight for this thing, you know? It wasn't your style. You didn't want anything that wasn't specifically earmarked for you, in a sense. It was like there's this part of you that's become very wise and like recognizing the things that pass out of your life, that pass you by, that nothing's really passing you by. If it moves on by, it's meant to. Like there's a part of you that understands that sometimes this happens when there's some kind of directional reroute going on and you're meant to head in a new direction. I feel like you are heading in a new direction, but to get there, it's not like you have to really struggle to get there, you know? You're not like doing this swim against the current. You're more like floating on your back, okay? So you took the losses, you let go, you released. You may see something really come through with the full moon, when the full moon comes in later in December. I forget the date of the full moon. It's near solstice. We got the full moon coming in, okay? So this really strongly for you, that there's something that will really be illuminated at full moon in December that's going to help you let go and finally have this big release, this big clearing out energy, and it'll be very positive. Some kind of like news comes in, all right? Might be from a fire sign. Could also be news about a child that comes in from a fire sign too. This could be looked at in a couple ways, especially with that Empress energy that came in the pre-shuffle. Okay, some of you are going to get news from a fire sign. Somebody has fire strongly aspected in their chart, that they are pregnant, okay? And this is something that comes in. This might make you have to level up, all right? We see this here with the King of Pentacles coming in. So these are counterparts for each other. And there's that Ace of Pentacles that the King brings in as sealing the deal, like the promise being fulfilled with that Ace of Pentacles. He's got the Ace of Pentacles there, you see? So, very interesting energy. Oh, and I didn't notice that on this card before, but I do see, oh, please come in, focus. It's very difficult to see. It's very delicately drawn, but on that like wand he's holding, there's a sun on top of it. It makes me think Leo energy. So it could be somebody that has strong Leo in their chart. Maybe they have a child with you. This is another possibility. There's something about a child connection there. It also could be a mother, okay? But I feel like there's a baby mama, or it could be your mom, you know, and you're her child. You know, maybe you have fire strongly aspected in your chart. There's some important news comes in. It brings this kind of like a reworking of contracts. You know, there's something that gets hammered out. Some kind of agreement gets made. It brings a beginning that allows a lot of security to get established in your life. This may have to do with finances, financial arrangements. Again, I'm not seeing any cups energy on the board. From this standpoint, it looks like agreements being hashed out. There might have been a pause in this situation, or possibly somebody could have been blocked in this situation with the Two of Swords. There needed to be like a timeout, some space taken from negotiations, like so you both could get on the same page and getting clear on what your non-negotiables were as individuals before coming forward to meet on this. I feel like there will be transformation with that butterfly energy in the background there. But there's some important news that comes in. And it looks like it could be coming in either from a King of Pentacles. Again, there's that earth sign energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Queen of Cups, or relating to a Queen of Cups. So, right, that's water sign collective, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I'm picking up Cancer energy real strong with that mother piece that came in, or baby's mama piece, or somebody with child, okay? Because Cancer is related to the archetype of the mother, all right? Let's just see what we got on the bottom of the deck here. I think you've had a lot of worry and anxiety over this person. Again, strong Leo indication. It was 11:22 on the clock when I said that, okay? So something is coming into alignment here. And again, with that 11 energy, it's like you took the time to come into alignment within yourself, all right? And the other did the same. And then it's from this place, you can now come to the meeting table and you can hash out a different agreement with each other, all right? Very, very strong Leo energy. I think you felt kind of hounded by this energy in a way. It's sort of like this energy has haunted you a bit. You've had some stress about this. You've had some worry. Might have even had some sleepless nights. I don't know if you've had some like nightmares coming up around this person, but there is this feeling of this energy is kind of like lingering around you. I think there is something that you need to work out. I think there's something you need to settle. There's something that needs to be cleared up between the two of you and a new agreement made. And I feel like it's actually documented. Like this feels like there's some kind of legal agreement made here. It leads to a lot of happiness, this agreement that's made, okay? I see fulfillment. Now, this is a love energy. We got 10 of Cups coming in here for you. This person could very well feel like a soulmate with the 6 of Cups here. And look, there's that child piece again. Child piece coming in really strongly here. So I really feel like in some cases, this is related to finding out that the person you've been with is going to have a baby and you decide to level up, make a full-on commitment of it. You make an offer, maybe you propose, you get hitched, and there's that point of like happy union, bringing the family together, all right? In other cases, this is a piece of you have a baby's mama, and you got to work stuff out with the baby's mama in relation to like custody payments, things of this nature. Maybe this is something that's kind of been haunting you. It's been hanging over you. There's been some stress around this, but you're coming to an agreement where you both can be on the same page. You can feel very happy, and both people feel met in this new agreement. So it's a happy outcome to any kind of legal proceedings, all right? On another level, this could be you've had some falling out with your mom. This might have had something to do with, I just got like some kind of will, inheritance, something along these lines, estate, dividing of assets. There was some complication that occurred. Maybe there was a disagreement with the mother. Something came up with the mother. There's been a falling out. And now you're going to get some news coming in. You're going to be able to rework things so everything feels equitable, everything feels fair. Happy outcome brings about family unity just in time for the holidays. Okay, so several messages going on here, but there is a healing that happens, and there's also a lot of like warm, fuzzy feelings, nostalgia, and just coming to this sweet spot where you do feel supported. You no longer feel like you have to be struggling with everything on your own, where I really feel like for a long time you felt like it was all about you making things happen. And when you needed support, you often felt on your own. I think that now you are going to feel that support that was missing, and it's going to be a really positive thing for you. There's also some truth coming through in relation to this, and this is really interesting because we have the Ace of Swords coming in with the Queen of Swords, all right? So this also can be past energy. Six of Cups is related to the past, so there might be a past connection here. Might be somebody that you just feel a connection with, or they have some important information to impart. They're speaking some kind of truth that you need, that helps provide some kind of healing or closure for the past, or something that you need to move forward from the past with. It's almost like kind of like back to the future kind of energy. And there's a lot of that hanging out in the collective atmosphere right now. There are a lot of people reconnecting. And when I say reconnecting, soulmate energy, this is definitely on the board for sure. But that's not always about love, okay? Sometimes soulmates are people that are just an instant soul recognition takes place when you encounter them. And they're there to bring an important like shift on your path, or some important lesson on your path, or some essential growth on your path. Okay, so we got a lot of soul family coming together at this time. This could be an air sign energy. Okay, so that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They're bringing some truth forward. They're speaking some kind of truth. I feel like this truth brings a lot of healing for you. And this is your card right here with the star, Aquarius, right? There's some kind of love that comes in from above, like it feels heaven sent to you. It feels like the universe knows what it's doing. Like, you know that something's got your back. So where you haven't felt supported, or where you may have felt lost for a really long time and had trouble just even connecting with any kind of like, really feeling like spirits got you, you know? I feel like it's interesting because Aquarius, you're such a spiritual kind of energy. You know about the soul stuff. You know about expansion and metaphysics and things of this nature. But I feel like there's been like a period of time you went through where you didn't feel as connected with that. Maybe you went through some rough things. You experienced some losses. And this sort of rocked your faith a little bit. But you know, Aquarius always bounces back, and I feel like that's what's happening for you in December. You're starting to bounce back. You're starting to see the wisdom and things that, you know, you did have to walk away from with the Eight of Cups, things you did have to let go. And there is a lot of water under that bridge, you know, but it's all of that that helped you get to the other side of this new beginning and the transformation that's taking place in your life. You walked away from what wasn't fulfilling you, from what left you feeling empty. You got tired of being in these patterns of abandonment, tired of being in these patterns of feeling alone, feeling like you were always the one who was kind of left out in the cold, or the one who was looking from the outside in on the sidelines. I feel like this is changing for you, and changing for you in a big way. What do we see coming in? I'm telling you, it came in your pre-shuffle, and here it is now. There's that Empress energy, all right? So Empress is associated with the signs of Libra and Taurus. I'm bringing that in because we have both Swords energy and Pentacle energy on the board. So either one of those signs could be involved in your situation. So this could be a person that you are dealing with. It also can be you stepping into this energy, Empress, Emperor energy, where you've really mastered the lessons of the Four Queens or the Four Kings, and you've come into this place of strength, sureness in yourself. You're in your element, but all abundance flows forward from you, and you birth your new reality into being. You're opening up a whole new chapter, and you can make it anything you want it to be. You have everything you need to manifest your new beginning, and it looks really good. You're coming into alignment with your prosperity. the people, places, things that are going to give you a real feeling of deep fulfillment. This is like dancing through life in the garden of earthly delight. It's very positive energy, so you should feel really happy about this. And with it coming in with your significator, Aquarius, and also, you know, this is such a sign of hope, the hope returning after a time of darkness when we're looking at the star card. We do see this love coming in. It's love from above. Like I said, there's something really beautiful happening here, something you've been watering. In the past, you may have watered it with some tears. There may have been a lot of heartache, a lot of sense of loss or grief around this situation. But something is coming in that more than makes up for it. The thing that's important, though, is Spirit's trying to remind you, and you can also view this as just like the universe, fate, however you want to view it, however you connect with it. Let's just say the universe, okay? The universe wants to remind you that you're always supported, all right? But you have to make the connections. So like, turn your cup up if you want it filled, because there's this willingness to give you that reciprocation, all right? Spirit wants to give you this gift of love, bring something in to mend your heart. There's a beautiful healing that happens here. But, you know, you might want to help facilitate the process a little bit. I do recommend spiritual baths. I bring up this blend, you know, base blend here on the channel a lot. It's an old Edgar Casey remedy. It's tried and true, okay? So 2 cups baking soda to 2 cups Epsom salt or sea salt, okay? And from there, trust your intuition. Woo! Trust your guidance. Trust whatever, you know, spirit, your higher consciousness wants to bring through to be added to that bath, to make it unique to you and your situation and what you're cleansing. So that could be crystals you want to add to the water. You could add flowers to the water or different plants. You could add different intentions to the water. You could have candles lit that are holding a certain energy while you're taking that bath, or incense that you're using. Okay, get creative with it and make it your own. It's funny because this is the card that fell down that I grabbed before it hit the floor, is the 5 of Cups. So I see some disappointment is being turned around. There's something that's healing here. It's really beautiful energy. Let's look at the top of the deck here. 2 of Cups. All right, you're coming into union with somebody. You are coming into union with somebody, and this is a big celebration here. And when I initially brought this card out, it was 22 on the clock. So it's really amazing. I feel like there's a dualistic healing happening here. I feel there's somebody that you have to deal with. Potentially could be your mom, your baby's mama, somebody you have a child with, something along these lines, where you need to have an agreement made between the two of you. Once this gets hammered out and you two come into alignment, it gives you actually the opportunity to move forward. And there's another relationship that comes into alignment as a result. It's almost like there's 2 partnerships that have to be brought into alignment in order for this miraculous healing to take place. It's got a total like Christmas story kind of vibe to it. Yeah, look at this. Leo, there's the past card, all right? So we do see, and look what's taming the lion, the Empress, all right? So you got both the Empress and Leo energies here. Look at this. There's a healing that's happening. Maybe this Leo energy has felt some aggression or upset or fear or resistance around this Empress energy, okay? That could be your mother. It could be a Taurus. It could be a Libra, okay? Somebody has one of those signs strongly aspected in their chart. I see that there's this like taming of the beast, so to speak. This problem is being overcome through gentleness and understanding, and it brings a new kind of agreement. You notice the Empress has her hand in the lion's mouth, but it's not being harmed. And it looks like there's a meeting of the eyes, and it's like, let's heal this, okay? Let's come to a place of healing. This is about healing the past. And it might even have something to do with healing a situation where there was some kind of maybe arguments, aggression, not feeling safe, something along these lines in the past. And That's a really beautiful message to come in. Yeah, I think there are people in this situation who feel very self-protected. You notice there's like a shield around the heart, right? And there's also some isolation going on here. So somebody, I feel like there's some issue of safety in this situation where one person doesn't feel safe, but some kind of new agreements are being made and people are coming together in such a way that it provides the support that's needed. I do feel like spirit team is front and center on this as well, that are creating a space that allows the healing to happen. But if the space is very important, there's something about this. There's something about, and it was 25:25 on the clock when I said that. 2 plus 5 is 7, okay? 7 is spirit on deck. 7, 7, okay? Together makes 14, breaks down to 5. So there's a new beginning that comes through creating that structure with the 4, the architecture of the new reality where healing can take place. And it happens through spirit really having its hands in this, orchestrating things. And through this, the change comes about, okay? And the change may be a little disruptive, okay? Because it feels like there are people that don't feel safe in this situation. They feel vulnerable, they're guarding, they're protecting, okay? But there's some kind of forward motion that happens. And it creates the possibility to look at a new way forward with the 2 of Wands. This is a really beautiful, positive energy here. And it leads to 10 of Pentacles, okay? So this is really building a happy future. This is big time financial prosperity. So in relation to business matters or where finances have been locked up, security is assured. This is also usually 10 of Pentacles is 2 people coming together to build together, and they build something solid, something lasting, like legacy energy, front and center. Let's do a cut of the deck for you, Aquarius, and see what comes through. Okay, we got 7 of Cups, all right? So right now, I feel like there's a lot of people coming at you. And actually, I have to say, if this money comes through, there might be a lot of people wanting a handout, like, hey, fill my cup too, fill my cup too, fill my cup too. There might be a lot of different people asking a lot of you, curious about what's going on with you, demanding your attention. I think it's really necessary for you to just kind of like hold back. Now, some of you, this can be a lot of admirers kind of coming at you too. You might find your DMs full of messages. You might find a lot of people are trying to offer you their cup, all right? But you need to be very mindful about your choices. I feel like you're kind of holding these people back. You're holding these people back because you want to make a choice that's right for you. You're really taking your time in matters of the heart and with opportunities as well beyond love. You're really taking your time and feeling out what's best for you. You're not going to listen to outside opinions. You're not going to allow yourself to be distracted. It's all about what's happening in your internal world right now. And so I really encourage you in December to also do what you have to do to create space for yourself so you can really sink into your inner realm. You can feel what's coming up for you emotionally. You can take your time. And that's something really beautiful, okay? And I also feel like where things are being healed in a group dynamic and the space is created for this, there may be a need, to kind of like, after there's like coming together to hammer things out, work things out, there's a need to kind of like each person like take their space, drop into their center, pay attention to what's coming up for them. So there's a lot of this going on, but it brings something really beautiful forward. Yeah, look at this. Opposite side of that split, we got the Chariot. That's moving forward. Finally, things are moving forward. And this Chariot cracks me up because the ride is kind of crazy, You got one winged horse and one very fiery horse. They're going in different directions, You have this figure here. Interestingly, I don't know, maybe it's a mother at the helm. Maybe it's that Empress energy at the helm that we were talking about, you know. But we see that the Chariot is kind of, it's a little bit of a wild ride, but it does get things moving forward, and we know that what results from this is something really to celebrate, because we have the Four of Wands here. So that's the new foundation. There is a celebration. There's a coming together. There's an alignment with others. That's that big 11-11 energy. So it looks so positive for you. All right. There's going to be some stuff to work through, some bumps in the road. It's going to be, you know, a little nerve wracking getting there. But once you arrive, it's all going to be so worth it.